Hi, I'm Wayne Ridgway of Burris and Ridgway Law Firm. We are a personal injury and workers' compensation firm servicing the entire state of South Carolina, primarily from our offices in Columbia, Lexington, and Orangeburg. We also handle domestic matters such as adoptions and divorce and child custody, as well as a wide variety of criminal defense matters, including DUI defense. I want to talk to you very briefly about personal injury litigation and a question that we get a lot from clients, which is how long is this going to take? It's a question that makes me cringe a little, but I'm going to do the best that I can to try to provide an answer so that personal injury litigants in South Carolina have some expectation. The first thing I tell a client is that in South Carolina there is a 3-year statute of limitations, which means generally speaking, and I'll touch on that in just a moment, but generally speaking, from the date you have an accident, you have up to 3 years to file a claim in court. That statute could be shortened a little bit if you were suing, for instance, a governmental entity. Right now I'm suing a sheriff's department, for instance, and the statute of limitations on that is just 2 years. But generally speaking, it's going to be 3 years. And the reason the law allows 3 years from the date of the accident to actually file the claim in court is a good reason, and that is the human body is unpredictable, and the human body oftentimes doesn't heal real fast. And so it's not uncommon to have a client that 3 years later is still significantly battling an injury that they sustained in an automobile accident or premises liability accident or some accident of some kind, for which they still don't really know what it is they have out in front of them as far as treatment goes. So that's the reason the law allows 3 years. We don't ever try to drag a case out, make it last longer than it ought to. But what I do want clients to recognize that, because that's the kind of the first prong of how long is this going to take. And that's something that without a crystal ball, there's no way for me to tell them. The second thing they got to understand is once you file a lawsuit in the state of South Carolina, in state court, for instance, you have 365 days before your case is up for trial. So if you filed your case today, you know that your case potentially could be up for trial 1 year from today. Now, what makes that difficult is if you were filing the case in Richland County, for instance, as lawyers, we know that the docket in Richland County moves along. So literally, it's 1 year from the date of filing, your case is going to be ready to go. Some smaller counties who don't have court as often, or maybe a county that has a backlog of cases, it may take longer. It may take 14, 16, 18 months before your case actually gets to trial. So I know that's an answer that a client is not always wanting to hear, but what I tell you is that's information you need to know, and you need to recognize that this is not a part of the process that your attorney is unnecessarily dragging out. At Burris and Ridgway, we handle all kinds of personal injury cases. We provide a free consultation from our offices in Columbia, Lexington, and Orangeburg, and if needed, we would be more than happy to come to you.